All right, so we got another report on three guys that have been in these trade rumors all season. Let's see what they're talking about. We got Ja, we got LaMelo, and we got Trae. Reportedly, people around the league believe that Ja Morant, LaMelo, and Trae Young all have negative value and wouldn't be surprised if they were traded for one another. I wouldn't want any of them. They all might have negative value. When there are these sort of unwanted superstars, sometimes they end up getting traded for each other. I wouldn't be surprised if that happens in this case. I don't even like the way that you're speaking about players of this caliber as if they're a negative asset. That now the things off the court that with Ja, that those things I get it. Has Ja looked a little like a shell of himself this season? Yes. But I'm not willing to commit to the idea that he's washed at 26 years old. That just doesn't seem realistic to me. I think Ja just needs a fresh change of scenery. That's what I think he needs. I think LaMelo, I think he probably genuinely wants to be in Charlotte, but the team just isn't winning. And it's like the guys that they have, Brandon Miller is always in and out of the lineup. Him and Brandon Miller are supposed to be the guys for that franchise, and they haven't been able to pull together a decent string of games to get that chemistry going. They have their upcoming rookie of the year in Khan, and they have Miles Bridges as well. But LaMelo just might need a fresh start as well. But I don't think Memphis is going to give up Ja to bring him back in. I don't think that's a move that really benefits either side, because I think that in that case they're better off keeping the player they already have. Now with Trae, I actually am excited to see how he looks when he gets back to Atlanta, with how the emergence of Jalen Johnson and him being a solidified guy for them and being a guy that they can run their offense through and not having to completely rely on Trae Young on a night-to-night basis. I'm curious to see how they're going to make that mesh once Trae comes back, because I think, like I've said in previous videos, I think there's a lane where where they both can coexist amongst each other. I think Trae Young should stay in Atlanta. But as far as Ja and LaMelo, I think they do need a fresh change of scenery. And I don't think that it means those two swapping places, because I don't think that benefits either team for what they need or the type of guy that they need. I think that doesn't solve any of the problems. So the narrative that these guys are going to get moved for each other, I don't really see it currently, because if Atlanta were to try to bring in LaMelo, you're not really getting a defensive guy. You do get a bigger guard, and it's debatable if LaMelo is even better than Trae. So I don't even know if I do that straight up, because Trae, that's 25 and basically 10 a night. Book it. Like, it's write that in. He's going to get it. So LaMelo, he's more of an all-around threat. He can get you more rebounds and stuff like that. But Trae, when he has it going, I personally like Trae over LaMelo. So please, let's have some debate, some engagement. I'm curious to see, what do you guys think? Would you move these guys for any of the guys that's offered, or you think the teams would go in a different direction rather than trade for another superstar who's in a situation they're not happy with? Please, let's have some debate, some engagement. It is what it is. Y'all lock in.